In 2016 in May, I found myself in a dusty, dark church in Namatala slum in Mbali, Uganda. I was giving my testimony. I have 14 years sober at the time and was just telling people how God had redeemed me from the pit, from desperation and a life that was awful, to freedom in Him, in Jesus, and how He had redeemed me. Afterward, we had an opportunity, the team and I, to pray for people, to lay hands on the people that were there, and you could feel God's movement in the Holy Spirit in that room. People were desperate in some instances, and you could feel hope. I'm not sure I ever felt God move so powerfully in a room before, and it was really great to be a part of that. Hi, I'm Lorraine, and I'm an alcoholic. I'm also a Christian and a member of Trinity Church. Last year I went to Uganda, and I went back in February with an eye to see whether or not this is really God's call. I remember taking Alpha and Hillary saying people don't want to turn their life over to Christ because they're afraid that they're going to be sent to Africa. Well, I always thought, that's not going to happen. And here it is 20 years later, and that's where I'm going. It's terrifying. But I feel a clear call of God. Despite my resistance, obstacles have been knocked down one by one. I feel His presence. I feel His call. I know this is where He's leading me at this time in my life. So I'm going back to Uganda at the end of June for 6 months to help Jenga establish recovery groups throughout the region. I would really appreciate your prayers. Although I know it's God's call, it's really terrifying, and I know without Him, I can't do anything in my own power. So I would appreciate your prayers. The day I gave my testimony in the Namatala slum, I spoke about a verse that's been very special to me my whole life, and even more so now, which is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future.